Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Lego Jurassic World. So last time we did the prologue and it crashed right at the end. Fortunately, it did manage to save everything, so we did unlock a new dinosaur. This dinosaur. So, as far as I can tell, this guy really doesn't have any abilities that I needed. So let's just move on to the next level. We're just looking for the purple dots to follow the road. This one is weird because we're gonna do the visitor center, but we've already got the dinosaur there. It would make more logical sense to skip and only do the levels that we haven't gotten the dinosaur, the amber from. But whatever, I mean, we might as well go through it in a row, and then we may very quickly end up doing everything 3 times. Like, kitchen escape, control room, main hall. This cannot possibly be the next level. It can't. No. Let's see. Restoring power. Welcome to Jurassic Park. That has to be it. Yeah, it has to start here. The layout here makes no sense. Why, game, do you not just give me a simple list of the levels or tell me which level it is? So we're going to do Welcome to Jurassic Park. That makes a lot more sense than any of the others. Like, Park Shutdown is probably the next one, and then Restoring Power is probably the next one, and then the Visitor Center is the last one. Almost certainly. Free play, Raptor enclosure, let's begin. I won't play as the dinosaur unless it needs me to, and apparently it doesn't need me to.
You'll find a great dino fact just down there.
I assume each one of these squares was gonna be in the bonus level like you usually do in a Lego game, where there's micro buildings getting built. How many studs do I have, by the way? It's more than 9,000. I can tell you that much. Let's build this. That's where the cow goes. See, it also doesn't make sense though that the prologue would have this section and then Welcome to Jurassic Park would have this section, but I think that probably is simply just because there's only 6 levels that is covering the entire game. Here we need the small dinosaur, so we're not gonna get something there. Let's see. Looking all over the place, getting as many studs as possible without wasting a lot of time. Like, nope, that's not necessary. Charge that up. Let's see. We need a poo guy. She'll do it. Alright, that's one set. We didn't bother to check to see how many mini kits were in the first section versus the second section. If you compare this game to Lego, what is it? Lego DC, Lego Batman 3, yes, that's what it's called. Each level in Lego Batman 3 had 3 sections, and they were moderately long, where this only has 2 sections per level and they're pretty short. There you go. You can get over there to that one, but you can't get over that one. It's really surprising that they didn't put a little bit more effort. I'm not saying they did a bad job on this game. In fact, it's quite good, but thinking as big as they pretend that Jurassic Park is, you would think they would have put more effort, slightly more, into it. But there is some weirdness there, definitely, because movie theaters and such like to pretend. They like to pretend like every movie is super important and super impactful, and a lot of times they just aren't. Uh, but that's not true for Jurassic Park. But my love of Jurassic Park kind of immediately jumped 1,000,000% when I started playing this game. And I can probably tell you that when I stop playing this game, I'm going to forget about Jurassic Park pretty fast. Maybe a year later, uh, I will still have some fond feelings for it, but uh, it's not going to be a lifelong obsession. I'm not one of those types of people that love movies forever and watch the same movie 50 times a year or 5 times a year, more realistically. Uh, I did not do that right at all. You have to hold down B. Um, in the same way that I played the DC Lego Batman game, and I'm not really thinking about Batman since then. I played the Lego Star Wars game, and I really haven't thought about Star Wars too much since then, except for the fact that there was a new Star Wars movie, which I didn't even bother to go watch. So the hype starts and ends very close to playing the Lego games, which certainly wouldn't be the case for a little kid. I imagine a little kid would be talking about Jurassic Park for months and months and months, and until they got interested in something else. Let's see, we need somebody that can shoot. This guy can shoot, so that'll do that. I still have the healing voices on, by the way. Just haven't heard anybody talk. At least I think we still have the healing voices on. Let's go check. Yep. All that being said, though, I kind of still stand by my thought that I feel like they should have done better by Jurassic Park. Interesting, I can't go any further that way. They should have had closer to 8 or 10 levels for each of the movies. They should have had a much better open world. They should have had more dinosaurs.
What are they doing? Feeding them.
The essence of chaos.
So, this gag here is repeated in Jurassic World. Somebody falls into the pen in the first movie, somebody falls into the pen of the raptors in the last movie.
We miss you.
And the kids just appear out of nowhere.
These will be your transports for the afternoon. No driver. No driver. They're electric. They run on this track in the middle of the roadway here. spared no expense.
Spared no sense.
Jurassic Park.
No expense, the fence falls
Still
down.
not clear on chaos.
The shorthand is the butterfly effect. A butterfly can flap its wings and be king. In Central Park, you get rain instead of sunshine. Look at this. See? I'm right again. Nobody could have predicted that Dr. Grant would suddenly jump out of a moving vehicle.
Alan?
What also is going to be a little weird here is some of these levels had open world sections
It's okay. She's sick.
that we won't replay.
I have to insist that we get moving.
You know, if it's all right, I'd like to stay with Dr. Harding and finish up with the trike.
Sure. Seems to happen about every 6 weeks or so.
I'd have to see the dinosaurs dropping.
So, yeah, this is, I suppose, an instanced version of the overworld. Or maybe it's not the overworld at all. Let's see. So I need to pick this up first of all and hand it to this dinosaur. Well, I can't even do that. Here, you pick that up. You switch to her, so there's two of them. You jump in there. Now, copy number 2, you come over here. I should also save and continue to make sure I get as much progress done as possible. Now I should have been able to get up here and do this in the main game, but there may have been something stopping me. Let's see. I don't think I had anybody with... Here, this guy's gun, I can shoot that. And does anybody have a flare on them? Well, instead of cycling through people I don't know that has a flare, I'll just move over to this guy. Get that. I don't believe you actually tap out flares, although I've never used them. I think you just let them burn because they're a chemical thing that there's just no stopping them once they start. Right. Here we go, and then we need her again. So I know I didn't do this. This is an interesting tree. Maybe I did do this. Wow. It seems like I'm doing everything I did before. Let's switch to our friendly headbutt dinosaur. Ah, they're all locked. Really? No, they aren't locked, they were just locked while I was standing. Let's see. Nothing in there. Get that one. Is there anything more? How can I get up there? Let's pick up this, start looking. We might as well play the game the right way. Notice the little blue squares overlaid the dinosaur there. There you go, grow a plant to reach up there. Yeah, I remember doing this. This was the weird, only plant in the game you could climb. Like this. That's like, they did everything only once. Seems very strange. So notice she was tossing out tires there. That assumes that the dinosaur is eating the cars. So we now have the Triceratops. We can play as them. I don't think there's anything more to do in this section, so I could have just run through this section. Let's see. Knock that over. Switch over to her. Build the rest of it. See, it doesn't look like you actually needed to build that, but makes it slightly easier. It's getting rainy as we move further this direction. Is that because of the overworld mechanics that determine everything near a certain area is rainy? Or is it simply because of the game story determining that it should be rainy? Yeah, only time in the game a plant creates a bridge also. Here we go. Nice big dinosaur to smash everything up. Looking every little nook and cranny. We had already gotten whatever that was there. Let's go and build this. Touch that. I'm not really breaking things because I want to break them, as much as just to make sure there's nothing in them. Up, right, up. The number in that combination was 814, but the actions to take were up, right, then up. So if you thought there was some like coordination between the numbers and that, it seems like no. It seems probably it's just randomized. The swing ladder is a good idea. I'm always a little interested in how they can make a new Lego ladder, because you tend to see a lot of them in Lego games. Although we didn't see too many in this one. That's a little unsurprising, considering there's just not a lot of verticality in the buildings in Jurassic Park. Alright. She goes over here. She pushes this. That allows you to build this. This is one of those longer periods where it feels like I'm just playing the game again. I have 500,000 studs. I need to find out what my total count is, because once I figure that out, I imagine I could probably purchase score times 6 after this level. Maybe? No, that seems a little too optimistic. If I got 500,000 in the prologue and 500,000 here, I'd still only be at 1 million. I need 3 million to get the score times 6. Can I switch to the Triceratops? No, I cannot. Not until I get closer. Smash this, and they go through here. The helium voice is not really making it funny.
We needed locking mechanisms on the vehicle doors.
Item 151 on today's glitch list. We have all the problems of a major theme park and a major zoo, and the computers aren't even on their feet yet.
So, here's Nedry.
Our lives are in your hands and you have butterfingers?
I'm totally unappreciated in my time. You know anybody who can network 8 connection machines and debug 2
Notice
million
that the
lines of
can
code
of
for what I did to
Barbasol
this
is
job?
right on his desk,
All of you.
and it's huge.
Approaching the Tyrannosaur paddock.
Remember, viable embryos. They're no use to us if they don't survive. 1.5 million if you get all 15 species off the island.
7 o'clock, D-Stock.
So we see he's off to no good. And in fact, Nedry knew that the other guy was, that group was right in front of the Tyrannosaurus pin when he was willing to turn the power off. Although I don't think he actually meant for any of the dinosaurs to escape. So how many mini-kit pieces did we get? I don't think we got them all. No, sadly. And are we gonna get the skin of these dinosaurs when we're done, or is it just gonna be skeletons? Because I kind of want both. I would love if there was like a skin final piece added. And so this puts us right in front of Jurassic. Welcome to Jurassic Park. The next one would be, it's got to be Park Shutdown. And that's the next one we're going to do. We don't have enough studs to move forward and get score times 6. And we have now 50 of 200 mini kits, 15 of 20 photo locations. That doesn't make sense. I have this fear, since we've been having trouble with the save game files, that I may have actually gotten more of the photo things, or gotten more of the sick dinosaurs, or gotten more of the red bricks, and the game just doesn't recognize it. And if that's the case, there may not be anything I can do to ever get to 100%. That will be very frustrating if that turns out to be the case. Anywho, let's see. According to the game's records, we need 5 more photograph things, 5 more sick dinosaurs, 7 more red bricks, 9 more true survivors. Almost certainly going to get true survivor in any level I play. 4 more workers in peril. 103 gold bricks. So that number is getting smaller and smaller. And 10 more amber pieces. And 6 more races. That's still quite a lot of stuff. And that all combined, everything we've done so far puts us at 58.7% done with 1.3 million studs. So good progress. Again, the levels not super long. I was kind of hoping that in extra play that the levels would take twice as long, but we barely are even going to do 25 minutes here. Well, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.